Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Marks, and I hope you all had an amazing Christmas day yesterday. Of course today day was Boxing Day, and of course it was the big game, Manchester United versus Newcastle United, and of course that was down at Old Trafford tonight, and of course the score ended with Man United coming away from that game 4-1 winners against our team Newcastle United. Matty Longstaff as well picking up his second goal for the club. And, to be honest, I am absolutely chuffed to bits with the way the lad played. He did really well to get in there and get himself another goal for the club. But it's unfortunate in a way, that we ended up coming away from this game on the end of a defeat, because there was quite a few promising moments in this match for Newcastle, until, of course, Man United got their opening goal on the 24th minute through Martial. Of course, there was a little bit of a error on Martin Dubravka's side of things, but at the end of the day, these things happen. This is just going to be a blip on the radar. We need to move on from this game. We've got Everton in the next 24 hours. This is going to be a game where, you can see us coming away with a possible 3 points. Yes, Carlo Ancelotti is the new boss at Everton, so it's not going to be an easy game. But, at the end of the day, I'm not at all surprised that Man United came away with a win here tonight, at Old Trafford, because it always seems to be this way. Newcastle always have a Boxing Day fixture. It's always a away game, and it always ends in Newcastle losing. Now, to be honest, I wanted Newcastle to go into this one and win, like everybody would, but you can't really change the way things go in the game. At the end of the day, there was quite a few disappointing errors by Newcastle. Dwight Gale probably should have put away his attempt, but then, of course, the lad made up for it by running down the line, getting the ball into Matty Longstaff then getting the ball to Joe Linton holding it up well, then tapping it off to Matty Longstaff to finish it into the net, open the scoring. Of course, Man United scored their 4 goals, from 2 from Martial, 1 from Marcus Rashford, who got his 11th Premier League goal tonight off of a header, and then of course 18-year-old Mason Greenwood as well, a very good prospect for Manchester United in their future. And he was kind of lucky to get his goal in because it deflected off of I think it was Federico Fernandez, and it deflected off of Fernandez over the top of Dubravka, just clipping off the under part of the crossbar and going in the back of the net. So he was kind of lucky to get that one, Mason Greenwood. But if we look at the Premier League table, Man United's moved up into 7th now off of that win. 19 games played, 28 points in the bag, which, for Man United, that isn't very good, considering what they used to be like, but looking at us in the Premier League table, we've only dropped down 1 place, so it's not a big loss at the end of the day. We've still got 25 points, we're still inside the top 10 as well. So, if we win the next game against Everton, who are 13th in the Premier League at this moment in time, we can get another big boost to a season, and we can move up a little bit again, and hopefully we can keep it going, the momentum. But this is just going to be a blip on the radar in my eyes, but it is a little bit of a disheartening thing. But at the end of the day, don't let it ruin your Christmas. At the end of the day, it is only a game, and there's much more important things out there, especially at this moment in time, at Christmas, especially, don't let it ruin your Christmas. It is only just a Premier League game at the end of the day, and that's all I really want to say about this game. Kevin French should be ashamed of himself for not sending Scott Tomney off neither. At the end of the day, he should have probably seen a red for that foul on Almiron after picking up the yellow card for his foul on, I think it was Sean Longstaff. So yeah, it's just one of them games. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Watch out as well for the match preview for the Everton game as well. And I'll see you all next time. And Merry Christmas. And how are the lads?